All right. The music was playing the whole time this time around. Very good. Very good. I'm learning. I'm getting better at this. All right. I think I'm good to go. I got everything ready. I even poured the coffee a little bit in advance. What's up, everyone? This is boop, boop, boop. Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to wipe a lot as I try to slam more horrific visions on in different ways. Yesterday I was, I guess, full of myself, and I thought I would be able to do well enough that I can 8 mask a vision, like right then and there, one day. And so I spent the entire day not doing work, or not doing normal work, because this is kind of work. And then I had raid, and then I kept going some more, and I still couldn't do it. I just couldn't nail an 8 mask vision, and I don't think it's because I don't have enough like talent points or whatever. I think I'm just not good. I think I just don't have the I think I just don't have it in me to be kind of like locked in for an extended period of time like that. You know, kind of like Mythic Plus. That it's one of the reasons why I don't like Mythic Plus. I don't like feeling locked in that whole time. It's a lot, but it's also a lot of fun, and I really like doing it. It's one of my favorite things to. It's one of my favorite things when I can present a challenge to myself before the game kind of nerfs it, or before like the accessibility like really kicks in. I try to get things done sooner than that, and I get a big kick out of it. So that's me. And I try to not. I think I want to talk about that during the weekly, where I just talk about how much I enjoy it, but not try to push it. I'm just sharing how how I take this particular week. You know, some people be like, oh, this is like stupid time gating, I'm just gonna wait till it becomes easier and blah blah blah, and that's fine. You know, it's, people should do should act however they like. This is what I do. When it comes to like having a personal challenge of sorts, I get a great fulfillment out of that whenever I'm able to meet those goals. These are mostly like solo goals, so that's why you don't see me take this mentality into like Mythic Plus. Ooh, let me see if I can get like KSM, KSH, KSL, whatever, before crests, or before the crest cap is lifted and things get easier or whatever. I don't take a lot of value in that from a group standpoint. But from a personal standpoint, oh, I love it. It's my jam. So I think we're gonna have a pretty intimate audience today. We're just gonna be chilling, doing our thing. And let's see. First, I'm gonna be doing a 5 mask. I haven't done one yet. I've been going like straight to 8s because I'm like, oh yeah, that's smart. That's a smart way to go about it. But yeah, let me make sure that everything is set and ready to go. All right, so I think we're good. Okay, cool. Just a quiet start today. Sweet. I can go on uninterrupted. Kind of, sort of. All right. So I think I'll start with the 5 mask, and then we'll go from there. What is up, everyone? This is Soul with another video, and today I'm going to take you folks through a 5 mask vision run through Orgrimmar. Now, this is this is for the most part an intermediate guide that does require that you have like at least decent knowledge of like the ins and outs of the basics, I guess, of how the visions work, powering things up. But what I want to do before we get started is kind of set the stage as to like the conditions of how this guide is going to look. So I'm on my main, which already means a lot of things. It's like, oh, he's on a highly geared tank. Yes, I mean, I am going to do this guide with a highly geared tank, but I'm also, for the most part, what I want you to get from this guide is for me to go section by section and highlight mobs and other things that are just important to take care of. Things that are critical, things that can kill you, sanity stuff to look out for, how to handle the mini bosses, and so on and so forth. Now, of course, depending on your class and spec, there are different ways that you're gonna that you want to be able to handle it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't want to use the bronze hourglass to spawn a companion. Maybe you want to have friends to do this with you. But again, this is just an example to take you through like the steps and the environment and the bosses and the trash and what have you. So just to also point out, all the tributes are maxed out. The most important tribute, in my opinion, is the tribute of wherever it is. Elite Extermination. Here we go. So this this particular trait makes it so defeating an elite enemy restores 150 sanity. This is huge. This is huge for your longevity, so that way you don't have to use as many of those sanitation orbs, you know, those things that fill your sanity back up. And it synergizes great for the way that I'm going to be doing this vision, at least as a tank. So as you can see here, there are multiple altars which correspond to the different masks that you're collecting. I happen to have all 8. And so a couple things that, again, I recommend that you try to do. One is to collect all the masks if you can. And I'll be making an example. This example run is going to use 5 of my choice that I think is the easiest way to go about it. And also to max out the tributes. Now, again, Elite Extermination is like the really, really big one. So what you can do is just do, you know, take off all the masks and focus on just maxing out the tributes. There's no time gating, nothing like that. You can just go ahead and slam it. The first 10 elites that you kill in a vision, regardless of, you know, this is Warbound shared progression. That's going to get you 50 sanity back per kill. Once you get to 40 kills, 40 elites killed, that's going to get you 100 sanity back. And then finally, when you get to 100 elite kills, then you get 150 sanity back for every elite that you kill. Again, very important. Do it at your own time. You don't even need to like clear the vision necessarily. You can just kind of like just go in, find a couple of elites that you feel like are your favorites, knock them out, and then you're like good to go. So you know, you can just leave, die, whatever. The progress is already like saved. So the masks that I'm going to use, if you want to look here, this is me facing the door. I'm going to not use these 3 right here. I believe this one is Long Night. That one sucks. And then one of these is either Daredevil, which makes you take a lot of extra sanity damage. And then there's one more, which I just forgot. So this is Long Night. Vengeance is the one that I'm not going to use either. Vengeance is the one that makes it so bolstering is applied to all mobs. And so they get up to 150% extra damage if they have a whole bunch of those bolstering stacks. So I think that's enough ranty stuff and setting up. Let's try to get through this. I currently don't have any buffs going on right now, but I guess as a bit of for people who are interested to see, my spec is all weird. I opted out of Lightsmith. I went for Templar spec so I can get some burst in. I have some other talents here like Stoicism to reduce the stun effects on me. That kind of helps. I have some self-healing, but I'm focused a little bit more on dealing damage and getting out of stuff quickly. That's the big thing that you want to do here. Now, hopefully, with all this said, I'll do this all in one take. And if not, then you might see this run get broken up into pieces. So I apologize in advance if it doesn't sound very impressive that I did this all in one shot. But without further ado, here we go. Ooh, so a 5. So I've been doing an 8. I've been attempting 8 masks like most of the day yesterday. So I'm going to be curious like how I handle doing a 5 this time around. So you can see like all these other masks are in effect. You can see I have like I leave a trail of doo-doo. But now I want to get through here and get through the shaman. The shaman are the most dangerous mobs in here, because they do a totem that sucks you in. Really sucks. Most everything else here is just like, oh, just avoid the ground. Honor guards are a little bit exceptional because they do 2 things. You won't see it here. They do a horrifying shout. Actually, you did get to see that. They do a horrifying shout, which causes an AoE fear that has a pretty big radius. And they also do like a heavy blow that just does a lot of damage. So you just want to be careful of that. But that's kind of it for the kinds of mobs that are in this area. The other stuff here is, for the most part, you know, pull at your own pace and try to just not stand in weird stuff. So if you can't handle the Blade Storm, cool. You know, just don't be in swirlies. Those kind of suck too. And here's my first Gammon spawn. So one of the masks that I'm using is Mask of the Nemesis that I had completed, and there are there are numerous guides that show you like how to get it. But getting Gammon to come out means every time I defeat him, thanks to the Elite Extermination buff, I get some sanity back. So you can see right here, I'm at like, 900 something or other sanity. So once I defeat him, ta-da. So when you're doing 5 and higher masks, the game is less about sanity management, as in like, oh, do I have enough? And it's more just like trying to pull off like a good pull with a few flaws. So another thing that we deal with here is there's a lot of extra mobs. One of the masks that I'm using is called Multitudes, which is great for a tank, obviously. But also it's good for managing your sanity because it means there's going to be that many more mobs that you're defeating, which means that Gammon's going to come out more, or Hogger, depending on which vision you're doing. And you'll get a lot of your stuff back. So this mini boss is like one of my least favorite ever. It has a certain pattern where it spawns like this set of swirlies that go in a circle, or that go in a straight line, I'm sorry. Then he fires a beam, but then he's going to quickly start off firing another, and then he'll do it again afterwards, and followed by one more beam. So here you see like you kind of have to dodge like these multiple things at once. And I should also use my big attacks here. There are 2 fixes that I have to deal with here: Scorched Feet and Enemophobia. So Scorched Feet makes it so that, you might know this already, you uncontrollably jump in a certain direction. And Enemophobia makes it so that you need to jump periodically in order to not get debuffed, because then you have more uncontrollable movement starting to happen. They're pretty cumbersome together, and just like anything else here, it just takes a lot of practice to get used to it. So you can see right now, like Gammon's at like kind of low health. I have a lot of sanity left. So what I can do, if you're able to, you can kind of drag him with you for a little bit. The Dominator in this particular pack is extremely dangerous because he does a channeled stun. So if you have trouble, if you want to avoid having trouble with dealing with multiple mobs and other CC and other stuff on the ground, go for the Dominator first. Otherwise, all that is going to it's going to wear you down extremely, extremely quickly. I didn't mention this earlier. I also happen to have a greater, what is it called? Twilight Devastation. A greater Twilight Devastation enchant that makes it, pretty easy to mow through mobs if it happens to go off. If it happens to go off, you know what I mean? Let's talk to Run. Let's proceed. Notice I went through the right side first. It's been habitual for me, so I haven't even looked at what the potion, which potion I should be getting or not getting. Because for the most part, like I said, it's less about sanity management at this point, and it's more about just making sure you don't screw up and stand in awful things, because that's just going to rip through your sanity, especially when you're playing with even higher masks. Here, I'm kind of like not noticing because it's like, oh, I've been trying to do 8s this whole time. So here's a Gammon that popped up again, and I was just dealing with a pair of tentacles. Those tentacles are also a high priority target because they restrict movement. They try to get under you. They force you to move. They make movement really awkward. So whenever possible, if you can stun them and just try to knock them out quick, all the better. So here I'm just kind of taking my time to take this Gammon out. And then we'll proceed with the other objectives here. We'll take this barricade down. I'll take this other barricade down. And I'm just going to do another big pull here. You don't have to. But then there are 2 Dominators that you deal with this larger pack. So you want to make sure that these guys don't go down very, very quickly. And which they did. Cool. The Dominator channel stun. It's something that, at least if I recall correctly, you can't kick it. You have to stun those mobs in order to get them out, or at least a kick doesn't work. So if you have like some sort of mez, a way to dizzy them out, any of those things, those ought to work too. Yeah. So we have like a little bit of a moment of downtime. 10 kills until the next Gammon comes in. It's kind of funny because this has very much kind of a Mythic Plus mentality, because you're kind of like eyeing your count, so that way you are, you know exactly when the next Gammon is going to spawn, or Hogger, whichever. So this mini boss, Has a couple of troublesome abilities. First off is this Void Torrent, which you want to try to avoid by hiding behind this tree. Very easy. They also do a shield that you want to do some high burst in order to break. Otherwise, if the enemy gets that cast off, then it does a lot of sanity damage. And you can just keep kind of hiding behind here whenever he does his Void Torrent. But you can't do anything about the channel that he does. That's something that you do need to like break through on your own, or pop some sort of hard immunity. That helps too. So there, I just took a sanity hit there, but Void Torrent's happening after. I'm just gonna keep retreating from this guy. Hiding behind is just fine. Just be careful, because those bullets, while they go really slow, they still count if you touch them. So don't do that. Be very careful. And then down he goes. Alright, so let's go. So here you're going to see a little bit of cheese. If you are a class that can cleanse poisons and diseases, at least, then hey, this is great for you. So I'm going to take on Misha, this little mini boss that counts as an elite. It does this desperate retching thing. It's a debuff that makes you lay down poop that you really don't want to stand in. It does sanity damage, but if you can cleanse diseases, you can just cleanse it right off. There are two fixes that we're dealing with here: split personality and haunting shadows. Haunting shadows is this kind of like circle that you need to just not be in. The really dangerous one is this one, split personality. You can kind of sort of stand between those areas, those little zones, but otherwise if you touch them, then you get disoriented and it's all bad, because you might not be able to like get out of stuff. You might end up walking on your own poop, which deals sanity damage, and it's just all bad. So your best thing you do is to just, be patient when the screen starts to glow a certain way. Just be careful, no touchy, and you'll be fine. These bone crushers, they do a knockback. Nothing too special, but these packs as they are, they do a lot of damage. They can potentially do quite a bit of damage and can make short work of you. In fact, this area really sucks. So I'm gonna show you guys like a very basic skip. Nothing special. It's not a crazy demon hunter skip or nothing like that. But with this, with that gammon down, there's like 20 or so. There's 20 or so left until the next gammon, so I'm gonna go for this pack here, because this pack isn't like very crazy. Ta-da! So they're not so bad. And then I'm just gonna go out to the side here. I'm gonna skip all that stuff there. All that stuff sucks. It's a big pain to deal with. So I'm just not gonna deal with it. I mean, if you want to try to get some, if you are a super high DPS person, you can get some extra sanity out of that. But to me, it's not worth the effort. So because there's that mini boss right up there, you just want to be very, very careful as you climb up, and also engage the next, mob. So I'm just gonna kind of go up the side here, and so I want to pull these guys and go immediately to the other side. So this is a pretty dangerous pull. You want to maybe pop like a hard defensive immunity, something like that, just so you can get through. Because these mobs, they can do that knockback, and if you position yourself poorly, you might get knocked all the way down there, and then you're done. You're in a lot of trouble. So we had another gammon spawn here, which is like kind of what I wanted. So I got a good bit of sanity back, and now we can proceed to Rexar. So if you happen to be low, feel free to, pop a thing. There's no shame in that. I'll just pop it now for safety, and then we'll start the pull. I kind of prefer to pull them like closer to the middle there. That way I have more room to see when bad stuff is happening. When I get to around 85% health, he spawns his first pet. And I think around 70-something, 60-something, he'll spawn a second one. So it'll come out eventually. And then closer to 50% health, he spawns 2 more. So these boars are very, very dangerous. You want to kind of like, whenever a boar spawns, you want to kind of wait and make sure you kill it. You got to stun it. You got to kick it. You want to make sure that it doesn't get cast off. But in the last round, it'll spawn multiples of those boars. So what you saw just now was me panicking. You know, and I just popped a hard immunity to get out of all that. Not everyone can do it, I know, but very useful when stuff hits the fan. So if you have hard immunities, you can save for those moments when a boar is going to get a cast off, or like one of those little Shaw things are going to come after you, because that's another move that you saw him do a little bit of. That'll help a ton for that. At very high mask levels, like getting hit by one of those things, like you're just done, even if you had like a whole bunch of power-ups and whatnot. So you want to keep an eye on the kind of hard immunities and crowd control things that you have, and consider, like, as you're pulling, try to make sure that they're available by the time you get to that boss, so you can have everything lined up. You know, it's kind of a very typical like delve, dungeon, raid sort of gameplay where you want to have things lined up in a good way. So now I'm going towards the potion. And you can go either left or right. You know, it's your choice. So in this case, it's green is the bad potion. And so where's my handy dandy notepad? I know I have a thing. Yeah, so red is what I want. I want red potions. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull some extras so I can get like some extra sanity back. No harm with that. Here's the shaman again, who you just hate forever. Always sucks. And because we're using the multitudes mask, sometimes there might be more of them. So we're down there, and I'm just skipping through stuff. It's like not a big deal. Just gotta remember red, 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 red. So here there are 2 shaman. Really sucks. You want to try to save like a big cooldown for this one if possible, so that way you don't have to, you can worry less about these damn hunger totems, because they suck. They're the worst. They're literally the worst thing ever. In this section, at least. There are worse things that we deal with here. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take my time killing them, because I'm going to fight an elite in just a little bit. So, no rush. No big deal. I hope I'm not making this seem like too easy, because I assure you it's not. There's a lot of practice and repetition that goes into it, just like anything. Practice makes perfect. Unless you're that good and you did get this and you're just kind of reviewing. So this guy does a very curious attack. He kicks off with a charge, and then he fires this kind of boomerang void bullet, which does big sanity damage. So you want to avoid both the bullet that comes towards you and the bullet as it comes back. So you see how it travels and then it kind of goes back again. And in the meantime, I'm dealing with scorch feet and endomophobia, so I'm jumping a lot. I got to be careful of like my movements. So here's me dodging the bullet again. Not a big deal. And there we go. So at higher, so depending on your item level, your class, you might want to go hard on the cooldowns. Like I'm actually purposely holding back, because at this item level, like, you're in a pretty good spot to easily just kind of rip through mobs. So at this item level, you're kind of over-spec'd for it. But I think the practice, the knowledge that I have, just kind of, that plays a big factor in it too. So these guys, I guess I can take time to like talk about these. These tormentors are very dangerous because they do a channeled spell that can be like big damage. The void elemental gives a debuff that makes you take extra shadow damage. So combining these two, really bad. You want to make sure that you lock down the void elemental if possible. Either just kill it really fast, or interrupt it before it gets its void buffet down. The other guys here, they're just kind of like trash. Just, watch the ground, don't get hit by stuff. No big deal. Okay, it's a big deal, but it's like the will breakers, like they can hit pretty hard, but a lot of these just come in the form of swirls on the ground that you just need to avoid. So you can see like the paladin talent that I have here, pretty useful. Pretty useful. There's me standing in dumb stuff, but I got all my sanity back. No big deal. So this is a good opportunity if you needed to get another gammon to spawn. You can grab a couple dudes there, and I think there's like some dudes back there as well. They're a little bit harder to kill, so it's your choice if you want to like pull a little bit extra. Again, with the multitudes mask, you're able to get a lot of sanity income if you can handle like the additional packs. So here's another shaman. No one likes the shaman. Sorry, shaman players. And so this mental assault is what I'm talking about. It can do a lot of damage. The pack that was here, there was actually like 4 or 5 of them. I just kind of ripped through them. But if you're not careful, all of them will start casting at once, and you'll just get nuked really fast. So the rest of these guys aren't a big deal. Like I got a count of 10. So I know I'm going to get my sanity back. It's going to be full by the time I get to this guy. So let's just go ahead and proceed. So Tormentors first. They're kind of dangerous. I tend to want to focus on them more. I happen to overpull. That I don't know how that happened, but yeah, like pulls like those can be very dangerous. You want to be careful how you're grabbing mobs. Sometimes Avenger Shield can get me in trouble, so just be careful of like really wide area spells. Sometimes these guys pat. So jump to get rid of them buggies. And if I really wanted to, I can like drag them in, but then that's it's kind of risky. There's no and there's no need for that. So we got our refill. So what this guy does, he doesn't do much. It's more like what he does that's around him that's really bad. And I forgot to hit an objective, my bad. He'll spawn waves that you need to dodge. And the Scorch Feet and Enemophobia make that pretty cumbersome too. So you want to try to blow this guy up quick before you have the room to like make a mistake and all that. So you see here, like he'll cast a thing called Enfeeblement, where you want to get into that little glowy orb thing, or just keep dodging stuff. That's fine too. You know, the most important thing that you want to do is just keep dodging things. The orb becomes from you, so you want to be aware. Sometimes the orb will bounce in a weird way that will make it easy to hit. Other times, or most of the time, it's not easy. Sometimes it just sucks. You also want to be very aware too. Like some of these fences, they can work against you. So you'll need a little bit of familiarity with the terrain and jumping and stuff. Because I've had quite a few wipes that had happened because I'll just slam into a wall or something stupid like that. So be careful. All right. So one more area. And just like any, it can feel like the hardest of them all because, you know, you're doing this, you start to get kind of like, I know I do. I get mentally fatigued doing these sorts of runs, and I feel like I got to be locked in and trying to do commentary at the same time. You know, it's a little bit tough. Little tough. So this is something that I didn't used to do, but I kind of incorporate it now in my runs. I go for this pack and I just drag them out. I just want to try to make sure I avoid stuff. Big packs here. There's tentacles. The mobs here aren't very unfamiliar. We've seen a bunch of these in other areas now, but you just want to be careful because there's quite a few of them, especially the tentacle, which forces you to move, as well as the other swirls. You're accompanied by Gaera in this one, and sometimes if you're too close fighting here, she'll start going down there and start fighting dudes, and it's all bad. So you want to make sure that you try to stay away from that edge. So here, I use kind of like cheesy methods to get through this boss. I pop an immunity because I want to try and avoid taking unnecessary sanity damage. Because what happens around 10 seconds in, he kind of grabs you and throws you, and you take that unavoidable damage, and then he'll try to stomp you for even bigger damage. So you want to be very careful for that. So to try to bypass that, I just wait for cooldowns to be available, and then I blow him the heck out. Oh, that missed. And then I bubble now, so that way the throw doesn't happen. So now he's doing his stomp, because, well, he couldn't do the throw anyway. And then from here, I just try to kill him as fast as I can. So in this case, I'm able to do it like fairly easily. But sometimes if your cooldowns don't line up, or if you just have a string of bad crits or whatnot, it's easy for you to end up taking a throw. So you end up taking a good bit of sanity damage. But you just want to make sure you run out of the stomp that he lays down as well. Otherwise, it's a very straightforward, just beat him up sort of fight. So now it's going to kind of go through and take care of these damn tentacles. Thank you, TD. And if you can, focus them down. Because, again, they do a lot to restrict movement and otherwise, like, mess with you in a way that you really wish that they couldn't. And they're persistent, like, because you lose their target a lot. It's very easy for you to lose sight of them, and then they'll end up kind of doing their own thing. Like, you'll have everything dead, but then you'll have, like, that damn tentacle is still at, like, full health. It's like, oh, great. Wonderful. So sanity's looking good. I got 24 until the next one, so I don't think I'm going to run into a gammon. So there's a dominator in this pack. Make sure you go from first, whether you're ranged, you're melee, or whatever. None of that matters. Just make sure it dies. Otherwise, the Touch of Abyss will go off. You get stunned, and it's just extremely inconvenient if you're not a tank. So if you want to CC him too, hey, that's cool. Whatever gets him out of the fight, so you can take care of business. So 17 left. Yeah, no way am I going to see Gammon here. So you notice that I think there's like 3 tentacles that come out with the multitudes. So you want to get like some heavy AoE in, because you got to deal with 3 of these appendages. I mean, they all stay together, which is cool. But you just want to be careful because they end up feeling very sturdy. And I think we got him. I think we got him. All right. So I'll use an orb here. Why not? No big deal. So this guy does, he throws down a little zone that deals damage, and then he does like this breath, like this spittle stuff that is extremely bad. That will just rip through your sanity if you are not careful. So this is where you, again, want to like try to save cooldowns, but not too many cooldowns because you have a boss like right after this. So if anything, you just need to like maintain control. What sucks though is that those fences over there, they can be like really troublesome. So you want to try to avoid them. You'll see me kind of circle this area here, where it's like kind of okay for you to try to navigate. So between the fences, like this sort of area here, and I got hit. Ow, that hurts. So I find myself having to stay on the move the entire time, which is very like lame, especially because in this week you have to deal with split personality, which really messes with your movement. Basic attacks that do like a lot of like sanity damage. So like no matter how good your gear is or whatnot, like it's just bad. And we are waiting for something to happen. Uh-oh. Did I bug it? Uh-oh. Crap. Did my guy get ruined by a bug? That's so not good. I think it did. Damn! Wow. For all the visions that I've been doing, the time where I want to make a guide, I get screwed. Well, that's not good. Damn. I know people have been reporting stuff like this too, so So how do I get through this? Or am I screwed? I was doing so well too, man. Kept my composure and everything. Try killing the last pack? I doubt it. But yeah, I'll just kill everything. But I think the trigger didn't go off and I'm just like doomed at this point. Ow, the touch of the whatever. Hi, Gammon. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Fuck. So I heard that this was persistent too. That you have to like do some stuff in order to resolve it. Damn. Damn. So how can I fix this? Or I don't, and then I just move on to a different guide. Yep. I'll save that for later, though. Yeah, so... It's not because I messed up. This is what I'll say. Alright, let me make sure I save this, though. Let's see, where is it? I think it's in this one. Ah, too big. Okay. Vision incomplete. Haha. Okay. Come on, rename. Cool. Well, it should, yeah, I know it should spawn. Maybe I'll do a sanity check, and I'll, well, I should finish first. I'll get out of here. Having a friend clear the zone, delete cache folder. I heard something about a party? Doing it in a party or something like that? Alright, so I'm going to zip over to that second area. And why am I getting these? Where'd these come from? Oh well. Figured that out another time. It's probably for a mount or something like that. So we'll try repeating and see if it works out the same way. I'm just gonna go straight to that zone. Now that I'm not making a guide, or now that I'm not recording the guide, dude, this shit's easy. Damn, I'm blasting through this thing. I'm like holding back hard too. I'm like, oh man, I'm not even using like, I'm not using major cooldowns or none of that stuff. When I was doing the 8 mask attempts, it was like, I was like sciencing the whole goddamn thing. Like every pull, every movement felt like super deliberate. And now I'm just like, now it's just like zoomy. So now I'm gonna, you know, not care about the commentary. I'm just gonna kind of like blast through, and I still want to be careful though. I don't want to run into something goofy and then screw myself over. That'll be silly. What mask am I currently running? I am running these right here: Burn Bridge, Dark Imagination, Pain, the Multitudes, and Nemesis. As a tank, at least, I feel like this is like the easiest way to go for a 5 mask run, if you just want to like routinely like get through everything. Stupid totem, I hate you. One of my guildmates was saying, "Oh, I love the totem. It gets me out of stuff." I'm like, I hate the totem. It's the devil. Like, that totem should have been the boss of, you know, it should have been the big bad of Shadowlands, because, yeah. Yeah, whatever. We're going here. And if it happens to go off, then we resume the guide. Or if I do happen to see the boss again. Okay, I'm gonna do a really stupid pull. Here we go. And a gammon. Well, you know, I'll pull this, actually. My sanity's way too high. I can get more stuff. And if you guys hear power tools, sorry about that. Actually, I think my window's open. Let me close that. We're good, right? Yeah, we're fine. Ow, tentacle! Alright, where was I? Dominator. That thing's dead. Not for this guy. Come on, tentacles. I wait for them to line up, and then I'll just blast them all at once. Boom! Oh, we all went boom. All right. We're moving because we're scared. And yeah, so still fucks up. Damn, that sucks. So is that going to be the... Oh, shit. Is that the same thing if I step it up too? If I try to do an 8? Because then that means I can't even try and do an 8 today, which would really suck. So whoever was having this problem, is it character specific or is it like the whole account? Finished up leveling the Blood DK tank, and my lord, they are unkillable. Damn right. They have to be, because otherwise, no, they'd never play it. You know, no one would play him. Oh, 3 touch of the abysses. Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Having a friend clear out the zone. I'm going to try it with an 8. I want to see what happens. I'm going to go straight there again, too. But yeah, I'm curious, is it character specific or is it like the whole account? If it's the whole account, then I'm screwed. Like, there goes me doing work today. That'll kind of suck. You're still trying to find the most effective route to complete all the vision objectives with the 8 mass put on? I know I've been going right and then left. Because I hit Rexar. But I mean, I hit all of them. But, yeah, they all suck. So now you'll see me really play. But again, I mostly want to see if I can get that boss dude to spawn. I'll try not to rush too much. So this will give you like a small idea of like what it's like doing an 8 as a protection paladin. So I still want to go for the shaman first. They all suck forever. And then I move on to the next shaman. I want to lean a little bit left. And then go for these guys while I still have wings popped. And then go for the second honor guard because he's still alive. The only thing I care about is interrupting the shout. So I just keep him focused. And otherwise, I'm fine. You know, so now I'm good. I can kind of move on. So I'm going to go in this direction. I've been going right, mostly for practice. Maybe I should be doing left so I can refine my skills and all that. I should get a gammon any minute now. There he is. So another shaman. He's dead. Cooldowns are ready, so I can move on to the next shaman person. There he is. Well, there's two of them, so gotta be careful. Gotta totem the spawn. Now the thing with when the totems do spawn, just don't move. For the most part, like you'll and hopefully you'll just be able to take the damage. If you end up moving, and then the totem pulls you back again, then it's just bad times because you'll get pulled back on. The ground is void, and then you just take unnecessary sanity damage. So it's the choice between, you know, can you kill the totem fast enough versus can you just take the extra damage versus do you really want to take sanity damage instead? So, what's up, Fart? Yeah, with the fish on and all. Okay, so I could do the thing on the mage. I think I just want to see if this is like a mask combo specific thing. All right. So, should I do the reckless pull again? Yeah, fuck it. I really shouldn't have done this because this is an 8. So there's me taking the hit there. But hopefully this guy will die in a bit. And he's dead. Alright, cool. Not normally a thing you want to do though. That's typically a bad idea. I just want to try to knock out these damn tentacles fast because I hate stupid tentacles. One more tentacle in there. At least I got it to low health though. Oh, freebie. Ooh. And tentacle's still alive. Come on. Sneaky, sneaky. Really close to pulling that next pack though, but I want to just go for the Dominator first. All right. Okay, so I'll use my Vanish shields for this next thing, and boom. I didn't realize how low my sanity was. Shit. Oh, I'm fine on sanity, actually. I still want to... I'm just going to pop an orb out of caution. I'm just testing to see if I can get the last dude to spawn, so... Oh, wait, I used my big thing. Fuck. That was a bad idea. I'm going to wait. Fuck it. Yes, it did a 5 mass. Some bad combos tells me so bad. So yeah, not doing until the vision tech tree is fully unlocked. I don't even think that'll help me, honestly. I feel like I need to just do better at dodging stuff because I can't. You know, maybe I can count on, hey, the gift of the Titan things went off. Now I'm not going to dodge anything for a little bit. You know, I'm sure that will help. But for the most part, you just still like can't get hit by stuff. So that's going to be a treat. So here's the big thing. Just keep moving, keep moving. Don't hit fences. Don't hit fences. Oh shit. Immunity cheat. And nothing. Yep. So I think I'm fucked. That sucks. Dominators, take me. Send me to sweet, glorious freedom. Ooh, that hurts. Farmington has some people reporting if you have someone else invite you to a fresh run and you both go into the Valley of Wisdom, the quest will show bugged. The quest will show bugged, but the boss will spawn when the party completes the quest. And then you could do it for completion. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, because it sucks because I was doing it all night. Okay, all day. And a good chunk of the night. Oh well. So what I'll do, aside from not sneeze, I'm going to get onto the mage, and then I'll do like the basic run. Yeah, very lame. Here we go. Seems like there's still an instance lock since last night. I haven't been able to re-enter the waiting. Oh, is there? I have not been able to run into it, and I've been doing a lot yesterday. I definitely should have run into the instance lock. So what happens, Cyremus, when you try to get in? Does it tell you like there are too many instances or anything? Hey, Blizz. Fix your game, man. All right, let's try the basic one, I guess. What's up, everyone? This is Soul with another video, and today I'm going to take you through a kind of basic run through the horrific vision of Orgrimmar. Please like the video, subscribe for more stuff, catch me around live. I'm doing this live on stream, and I want to just kind of talk you through and set you up through just how to navigate through like some of the more troublesome mobs, go zone by zone on how to deal with things from just like a regular run, no masks, nothing like that, to get you familiar with the territory. The mobs that you should be looking out for, and what have you. So to set this up, I'm using a mage because people didn't like seeing me on a Beastmaster Hunter for a Stormwind. So I'm on a mage who doesn't really self-heal or nothing like that. Has an item level of 626. Thanks to some of the Nightfall stuff, I happen to have 4-piece. I have not a great Cersei circlets. I have rando trinkets, some Season 1 stuff that I don't really know how to use anyway. Oh, that might be useful actually. Here, let me put that let me put that there. 2 point. Okay, anyway, and also to set this up, I want to tell you like what kinds of power-ups that I've been able to unlock to inform you folks at home what you can do before even trying to attempt visions while you're waiting for, I guess, like the time gates and stuff. First off is to spend as many points as you can with trying to upgrade this tree here. So I maxed out as much as I could. I went down the middle and the left hand side so that way I can get more throughput. as well as damage reduction, and I also have as high of a sanity defense as I can get away with. So I did that, but also, and again, another thing that you can do before you make like a vie for like really big goals or what have you is to max out at least one of the tributes, and it's called the Tribute of Elite Extermination. This makes it so that every time you defeat an enemy, you get 100, you get 50, 100, or 150 sanity back. So it just depends on like what level you have it set to, and it's not so hard. You just need to defeat elites as you go. There's like, I believe like 6 or so in each vision if you want to like full clear it, but also if you want to just like dive in, kill 1 or 2 elites, and then leave and then come back again, you can gain experience towards this tribute same way. So the first 10 you get is how you get the 50 sanity per kill. The first, then when you get 40 elite kills, then it goes up to level 2, and then finally 100 gets you level 3. So you can see right here, defeating an elite enemy restores 150 sanity. So those are the things that are kind of set up here. Otherwise, I'm coming in on a fairly low geared tune, and I'm not going to take a companion with me. Oh, and I'll see if I regret that. and away we go. Let's give this a go. I have no masks. Yeah, no masks are set up. I should at least pop int buff. So first area, the most dangerous mobs here are mostly the shaman. The shaman are very, very troublesome. So I just want to like go and like just try to nuke them really quick. And okay, that went down a lot faster than I thought. And you want to, it's this endless hunger totem that messes with your movement. It really screws with you. So I try my best to like not want to deal with that like whenever possible. These crawling corruptions, like for the most part, these guys don't really like do much of anything. I'll just kind of like let like passive cleave or whatnot take care of them. And I'm going to go for the front here, and I'll go for these honor guards. Now these honor guards, they do 2 major moves. This horrifying shout that he was trying to get off right there, that can be a lot of trouble. And then break spirit is a short frontal cone that he does. So just try to make sure to avoid that because it has a very wide range, as you can see. And then you're okay. And maybe I should have brought the healing guy, healing companion with me. So I'm going to go over and observe the potion that's here. Just go over to this hut. Just do a quick mouse over, and then it says you see this mysterious green liquid. That means green is bad. You don't want to if you find a green potion, don't drink it. Instead, in this case, you want to drink a red potion. And there are like charts, or maybe I'll put in the video description, like what you should be drinking and not drinking, depending on what you see there. So we'll just move on. And I kill things pretty quick. Now that I'm like looking at this. So I don't really know how to play a frost mage very well. I know like some of the very, very basic, like, hey, you can kite stuff, that's very good. But otherwise, I'm not very familiar with like the rotations and what have you, but it feels like it's super, super, things are just like falling over. I'm a little surprised. So I'm going up the left side first. These water elementals, these guys, don't really do anything. I'll just kind of let that thing do its magic. And let's see how this guy does. So I'll hit some buttons, and okay, I think I should just talk about what this guy does. Never mind. So this guy, what he does, he'll charge you, and it's a really big charge. He'll charge you. He might hit a wall. He'll go all the way across, and then he'll fire like this kind of boomerang bullet towards you. It'll travel towards the area where you were at, and then travel back to him. So what you want to be careful of is as he's doing his attack, that you just kind of move off to the side, so that way when the bullet comes back, that you dodge it. So I apologize for not really showing you that. I'm going to try to kill these guys like a little bit slower, I guess, to show you guys what's going on, because even at this item level, as long as you have like some of these things powered up, you're going to start ripping through this place pretty quick. And then it's just a matter of knowing what to avoid and deal with. So these tormentors, they do a cast called Mental Assault. Does huge damage if you let it just fire off on its own. So consider them to be a priority target, and they're coupled with this greater void element. Those are guys that give you a debuff that makes you take extra shadow damage. So I definitely want to kill these guys first, or otherwise try to silence them if I can. So you see that void buffet, it just went off, and I take 100% increased shadow damage. So it's a big deal if that happens to go off. Just try not to engage with too many mobs, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know how to play this class very well at all. I'm just like, okay, I'll just do the flurry thing, and then fire that, and then they're usually dead. That's what it seems to look like at the moment, and I'm cool with that. There's an affix I deal with called enimophobia, where I need to jump every now and then. Otherwise, I will lose control of my character, and then I'll move around all crazy. So I'm gonna go for this this shaman over here. I'll just like hit some rando stuff, and you know, seems to be pretty effective. Imagine later when the 11.17 patch comes out and people are gonna one button this thing. That's gonna be me. People like me who have no idea how to play their class and just want to like hit buttons and stuff. No problem. But so far at least, this seems to be a pretty darn accessible. So there's the mental assault that I'm talking about. So you either want to like take the dude out, take out the mob, or interrupt him or kick him, spell steal, not spell steal, spell lock, whatever. These guys don't. The Faceless Woolbreaker, just don't let him get to you. He does swirl damage, as you can see right there. Just don't be in that. I'll try to reverse that every now and then. So there, here's Void Buffet again, and it does stack too. So you want to be careful of that. This next boss here, the boss, he'll produce waves that kind of go across the room. You don't want to touch those. And every now and then, the boss will afflict you with something called hopelessness, where an orb will shoot out, the screen turns gray, you need to jump onto the orb, you need to walk onto the orb in order to clear the debuff, because otherwise you're pacified. You can't do any attacks, no movements, no nothing, just aside from dodging. So we'll see how it goes when I try fighting this guy, because I have a feeling this guy will go down really quick. Oh crap. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very bad guide. This is such a bad guide. Oh no. Alright. Well, whatever the case, we'll proceed. That's like the easier boss. We'll go for a harder one in just a bit. This one will make us work, promise. But also, this kind of shows as an example that you can kind of burst these things down pretty easily. So we're in a lost area now. And we're dealing with an affix called split personality. So in this case, every now and then the screen will glow pink, and then it's gonna happen. Come on, it's gonna happen at some point. Here we go. And then you just want to not touch those black zones. So you can go between them. You can actually walk between the two. You want to be very careful though. They're kind of hard to avoid. So what I did here, I'm going to kind of lean left and progress into this area here. And I'm going to go straight for that appendage because I hate fighting those things forever. They're the worst. I absolutely detest fighting these guys. While you're here, Gaera is escorting you. She does very, very minimal tanking, not even really like significant like damage. But sometimes she'll end up pulling weird stuff, and you want to be very careful of that. This guy you want to be very careful of too. He'll grab you, throw you, and deal sanity damage, and then he'll try to leap on the location that he threw you at. So I'll go ahead and he'll survive like this volley, right? Okay, so we're fine here. So he'll throw, boom, and then you'll want to just get out of that. Make sure you don't get hit by it, and then you're okay. Sometimes he also does that roar afterwards that will spell lock you if you happen to be cast out. It's that kind of shout. Otherwise, though, that's the pattern of attacks that he does. Shadow Callers, they do some minimal caster damage. Not a big deal. But also have swirlies on the ground. The really dangerous ones, though, are, again, it's these damn appendages. They're so annoying to fight. But thankfully, they go down pretty quick with a little bit of burst. Mages feel strong, man. First time I really like tried playing them a little bit seriously. I tend to want to go for this Dominator pack over here. Sometimes I end up pulling them by accident. You want to go for the Dominator first because they afflict you with a very, very dangerous channeled stun that lasts for quite some time. So consider them to be a priority target. You want to either crowd control or just kill, or have it be your first target. So we'll wait again for the split personality to go off. And then we got one more pack until the next mini boss. So I'm so inept. I'm waiting for Flurry to come off cooldown so I can just use that because I'm like, oh, this is the big attack. I like this. And then the nice little Flurry to like to really drive the point home. So this coagulated horde does two things. It throws down like this kind of pink void zone, but also does this breath / splatter sort of attack. You definitely don't want to hit. You don't want to get hit by the big splatter attack. So I'll give an example. So I'll fire it off. So here's like the normal one. That's like not a big deal. But then there's like this really, here you go, the visceral fluid. And it's very, very fast. You pretty much want to be on the move the entire time as you're doing it. But that's the pattern. The one thing you want to be careful of as well, you just want to make sure that you don't, that you stay on the move. And I don't have the thing again. Oh yeah, there he is. Yay, there he is. Yay, we have a boss. We're good to go. So this guy does a lot of things. I'll try my best to like survive long enough so I can like show you everything. So I'll pop an orb, make sure that that we can stay up. All right. So a couple of things he does. He creates like these. He does that beam. So you want to be careful of that. He spawns these ads that you can see here. The ads, they explode when they're killed and deal sanity damage. And he also creates like those orbs that you saw there too. So all those things happen at once, as well as the affixes that you're dealing with. So this can be like very, very like busy, very fast. So you can see here, I'm taking like huge sanity damage because I'm just like screwing out. But it's a lot to deal with. There's a lot going on at once. But thankfully, I got most of my sanity back from defeating him. So that makes life way, way easier. Chat saying, "Guide, one-shot everything easy to end." I'm actually surprised on how low of a gear level I'm able to get away with. But then again, what you get from here is, I believe, like beginner champion gear when you complete your 5 Mask Vision for the first time. So you might be able to overpower this, but if nothing else, I at least want to try and take you guys through like how the mobs work here, things to look out for, and ways you can, small tricks that you can do to like avoid things. So we return to this first area after talking to that totem, and we're going to proceed to the next side, the right side. Go for the appendage first, because I'm teaching you guys to hate them forever. This mob, or this mini boss, does a couple of things. It'll spawn like void zone, not void zone. It'll spawn swirlies that move in one direction. They're very large. And then he'll also shoot a beam and both of these things do some pretty heavy sanity damage if you get caught by them. The beam will actually push you back, but it's really like the void zones that you want to avoid, which is hard because of the kind of narrow terrain that we gotta deal with here. So I'll not kill him too fast, just so you can see how the abilities work. So you can see how big that is, and you can see like the beam. So he does a certain pattern. So he's going to do one orb, and then he's going to do another orb after this. So there's a second one, and then it's followed by that pushback. So you can see how like you're trying to avoid like multiple things at once. So you want to try to save cooldowns wherever you can for these sorts of bosses. So be mindful of like when you're using them. Ideally, maybe if you're getting started, like don't use your cooldowns on like the trash stuff. Just save them for like the mini bosses when you get to them. But who knows? I mean, at this gear level, you might just have a good time, and you're just crushing everything. So that Dominator's back, so you'll want to make sure that thing dies pretty quick. These other guys, they just do like regular melee damage. You know, just stuff to not be in. Basic stuff. I'm not going to over-explain every single mob here. And some of these we've seen already. So like the Mind Carvers that do the pulsing damage, the appendages, the tentacles that everyone hates. Make sure those go down quick. And no problem. So we do need to like hit some different objectives. So let's see, where's the thing? I forgot to talk to her. So we talk to her, and then we can start proceeding to the other objectives. And then as you go, if you see potions that are worth picking up, definitely pick them up so you can get some sanity back. But if you have these perks, it's not really that much of a worry at all. Take out this little guy here. Alright. And then there's one Dominator in this pack here. I want to take him out first. That's the dangerous one. And then the other ones, not so much. Like even a Flurry with the hero talent like does a really good job. Again, we're dealing with enimophobia, so every now and then you'll see me jumping around doing a quick thing. And we still got to take care of the objectives on the map. Clicky, clicky, clicky. And now we deal with this guy. So this dude does some basic casts, but the big thing he does like this void bullet that you can hide behind this tree trunk to avoid it. But then he also pops a shield that you need to break, and if you don't break it, then you take some direct sanity damage. So you want to you kind of want to like save your cooldowns for that. What's cool is that while you can avoid and line of sight his cast, you don't line of sight him. So here I'll show you. I'll fire off, do my thing. I'll like leave this alone. I'll let him do his cast. So here's the Void Torrent, and then I just hide behind this, and I can still cast. I can still hit him and stuff, which is kind of like funny. So here I want to use like bigger abilities to break through that shield, so he stops that cast. Otherwise, I would take the extra damage. And down he goes. So if you want to, like as a mage, for example, if you feel like you're going to get hit by that volley, it does a lot of damage. So like what happens is you get knocked into the air, and then you take a lot of damage because you're going to take a bunch of the other bullets. It's all bad. So you can pop like an ice block or whatnot to not take the damage at all. But it would need to be like an immunity. I don't believe the talent that turns it into a damage reduction. I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, moving on, we're going into the second lost area, starting with Misha. She afflicts you with this disease, which you can cleanse if you want, but it's a disease that makes you spawn green crap on the ground that you do not want to stand in. But you also got to deal with split personality, and Misha also does like a roar. So I'll at least show you an example of that. So here's the Desperate Retching, so here's the debuff. So now I'm spawning this stuff. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And then there's the roar that you deal with. So it's just a pattern of that on top of dealing with the affixes. So you can see I can kind of sort of like run through. And you can keep using the area. Sometimes I would go all the way back here trying to avoid stuff. But for the most part, if you can bring them down quick, hey, all the better. So this is my least favorite area to navigate through. I'm actually not going to tell you how to do all of these packs because I'm just going to show you how to skip them. It doesn't matter what your class is. There's no special tricks. It's not a demon hunter thing. Anyone can do this. So I do want to first get past this Bone Crusher who does a nasty knockback, as you saw right there. So it's a little bit of loss of control, especially if you get knocked back into a split personality thing. Then it's just really bad combo. And from here, I just kind of run between these two packs. And they changed it. Wait. Normally I would skip through here. But you know what? We're gonna try to real time. We're gonna try to real time this. Okay. So I'm gonna go for this swarm leader here. Swarm leader. You know, these guys aren't a big deal, but they have these poison debuffs, so you want to be very careful when going through this area. Be prepared to heal. And interesting. I believe in the time that it took for me to, I think within the past half hour or so, this has changed. So we're gonna take a big risk here, all right, fellas. I'm gonna try to sneak past here by jumping into this zone and then climb up and skip it. Okay, so that still kind of works. It's not as easy to skip anymore, but you can still definitely skip it. You just take you do take a lot of damage when you're going through that zone, so you might want to pop like a defense. Immunities don't help, I know that. So you might want to prepare like a self heal or something like that when you're navigating through that space. Because yeah, that was just seems like that was just added and that's new. What you want to do though is avoid getting knocked back, because this Bone Crusher will knock you back into that mini boss. So I'm gonna try to avoid that by just kind of going past him. Or if you happen to be, if you can pop invisibility, let me see if I can do that actually. So if I could do that, that'd be cool. Nope, never mind. This guy can. Okay, I know that some of these guys can see through stealth. That just happens to be one of them. So in this case, I'm going to, you know, just kind of go in, but blink past him, so that way he doesn't knock me backwards, because that would just be, you know, all bad. And hopefully I'll live. And I lived. Okay, cool. Not bad for not knowing what I'm doing. Okay. So ideally, some sort of defensive as you're getting through that, and then just clear the mobs, because the knockback will cause like a whole lot of trouble for you. I should eat. Just real quick. And I thought I made food. Or maybe not. I guess the food went away. Oh, no, never mind. There it is. So... All right, so let's go. All right, so Rexar is easily one of the most dangerous bosses in here. When he gets when his health is brought to certain stages, he brings out one boar and then another boar, and then he brings out two at once. So you want to kind of time your cooldowns in such a way that you won't have to deal with too many boars at once. So you want to try to kill them like one at a time if you can. So we'll employ that strat because it's the safer way to go. So I'll open up with these. I'll wait for it to spawn, and then I just want to make sure that it definitely dies. Because if it gets those casts off, then it's decent sanity damage that you take, and otherwise you can kind of like take it slow here. But apparently I got everything at once. That's all bad. So that's kind of the danger, I guess, of dealing too much. Like I said, it's the danger of dealing too much damage at once, that you end up having to deal with more, you know, too many of those boars at once, which at higher difficulties is just really, really bad. But you want to be able to at least control the mobs as they're coming out. It's kind of funny I'm doing this even though I'm like kind of overpowered, but kind of not. The last thing that he does, by the way, you kind of saw a little bit of it. He'll summon Shaw and they'll move across the room. You just need to not touch those guys. They deal a lot of sanity damage, but they're also traps in the area too. Just make sure that you're not standing, that you don't end up redirecting yourself in that. But of course, you're dealing with that on top of split personality. So all these fights, every pull, every encounter, very, very movement heavy, can be very, very dangerous. But now we finished all 4 zones, and we can proceed to Thrall. So I'll try to show you guys the pattern. without dying, I hope. and I'll show you what's going on. So we're dealing with desynchronized. In this one, I think the other fix, if you happen to see it, is called Promised Power, where you stand in a zone and then you get buffs for it. So Thrall has all the attributes of all the different bosses, including greater health. So he has boars. He'll create the shield that you have to break. He'll cast hopelessness, where you're pacified unless you run into the light. And he does one other thing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we'll see it as we go. I'm gonna try to take this thing sort of slow, but in this case, when you're dealing with this for the first time, the immediate danger is the boars. The boars don't have a whole lot of life. From the looks of it, only 2 million health, which is like, really not a big deal. So make sure you focus those things down first. But Thrall does a couple things. He does a frontal that does sanity damage. He jumps into the middle of the room, and then he'll create like a void zone around either the outside of the room or the middle of the room. And you just need to not stand in those areas. Those are the big ones. But then he also does all the other boss abilities. So I'm going to go for boars first. So there goes the boars. So there's the file ground, which you shouldn't hit. That I did. So here's hopelessness. So now I need to find the zone. There it is. But he's overlapping everything at once too. So now you don't want to be in the outside. So now here's the Cries to the Void. Here's the shield that I need to break. And we broke that. There's the Defile Ground. That's his OG attack. Here's another hopelessness cast. So I'll just stand in that really quick. Need to stand out. And then move in again. So that's kind of the pattern that he'll go through with this. And that's it. This is not like super easy. Like it's throughput wise, it looks extremely easy. But from the standpoint of can you avoid the mechanics and try to not get and stuff, that takes some getting used to. It takes practice, and thankfully, because of the nature of Horrific Visions Revisited, if you mess up, you can go right back in and try again. You can experiment, you can discover new things, different tactics, different ways to do it, and then you get stuff. So in this case, what did I get? I got a champion neck with a lot of crit. I think I want a lot of crit. And it's an upgrade. Nice. So this had a lot of crit and haste. So now I get the thingy with even more crit. So now I'm at 32%, which I think is good. I think I want to have like lots of crits and then haste, and yeah, so this isn't bad. Cool. So I apologize for like kind of the jankiness of this guide. I didn't expect to rip through mobs the way that I did, but if anything, it informs you folks at home that even at a low item level, you can at the very least like get started quickly and then start practicing. Start building up these tributes, so that way you can progress further and further into the visions. And again, that's something that I recommend first. If you're feeling at all uncomfortable, or if you're feeling like you're just not performing well enough, focus first on getting those tributes. They help a ton, as you can see. You do more damage, you get sanity back, and all that stuff. So if you have any questions, hey, feel free, let me know. I tried to make this as legit as possible, but there's only I can only make it so perfect because I can't undo like all these tributes and all these buffs. So again, let me know if you have any questions. Like the video, subscribe for more stuff, and I'll see you for the next thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy. Okay, so that's the basic one kind of done. Oh well. Too bad about that thing again, though, man. That really sucks. Let me see if there's anything I can look up. Or anything that's being said elsewhere. No. Nope. Okay. So, sucks. I can't test an 8 mask with anyone else. I only have one main. Now that teaches me something. That teaches me to have more than one main. Bone Crusher, put your back into the stones sticking out of the ground, and it kind of breaks the ability. Oh, you mean the tentacles? In some of the zones, I end up seeing a bug graphic peek in on the side. What is that about? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Buzz. Okay, it says, you or someone in your party has run too many instances recently. Please wait a lot. Really? So it thinks you're in a party? That's wild. That's very odd. Thanks for showing me these runs on characters with reasonable item levels for casual players. It's always disheartening to see guys made by players with insane item levels. It makes the content feel really unachievable. Oh, thank you. No, thank you for the kindness. I know that, like, it's always something. Like last week it was, oh, well, you were using a Beastmaster Hunter and you had all these tributes and stuff. So I'm trying to make it really clear this time in this version of the guide, that there are things you can do that will make the run a lot more comfortable for you. So it's like, hey folks, I recommend doing this. I recommend doing this. You know, I just want to take you guys through, what to look out for. So. Sim would also lock follower dungeons, but I can't do PvP, so I'm unsure if the time gate is bugged. That's just weird. All of that is weird. Alright, so I'm going to stubbornly check again for if I can get that boss to spawn. On the left side of my screen, I've been getting an Zoth-like eye appear with no explanation. I haven't noticed. Maybe it's because me and the old god are like, we're cool. We ain't got no beef. So he just looks at me being like, hey, what's up? Okay. We're going. Okay, so again, I'm gonna just go straight to Valley of whatever. Gaera's place. See if I can get the thing to spawn. Interesting how the skip just got fixed. That was funny. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. Oh, you know what I should do before I forget? It's kind of this annoying thing that has been hampering me a little bit, but I keep forgetting to do it. Okay, let me just get out of combat. Oh, God. What a noob. Backed up into more packs. Arg. Some of those things one's going from the bug areas. Oh yeah, I know that, but then they said specifically it was a Nazoth eyeball. Oh. Alright, so edit mode. This thing. Counter bar is messing with me. Oh, I'm not gonna like it there. Shit. Oh yeah, that's no good. So I think what I'll do instead is actually shit. There we go. All right. That's better. Yeah, because I wasn't seeing enemy cast bars. I'm like, oh, that's not good. I think that might hamper my ability to progress. Yeah. Trying to get this other shaman. No. No, I want my void zone. Promised power. There we go. Promised power is very annoying. Because you're either doing more damage or less damage, which is like kind of like a double punishment. Oh well. Shit. Yo, click. All right. I'm also actually not using my DPS gems from Cersei Circlet, which is also to say I'm using Cersei Circlet. Let's see, 15 more, 13 more dudes. How do I want to time this? 20 something seconds. Okay, I'll go for this back here. Just these guys. Oh, I should have saved that hammer. That would have been, like, useful. All right. You know what? I'm only really testing out this this area. I just want to see if the dude spawns. If it does, then it's on. So I'm gonna get thrown once at least. Oh, God. All right, cool. That wasn't so bad. Come on. Tentacles. Boom. And Gammon. All right. I'll take this guy to the next pack. Whoop. Alright, so I'm trying to time the cooldowns a little bit, so now I'm going to get those 3 appendages. Oh, I fucked them up good. Yeah. Alright, moment of truth. Will this thing spawn the way I want it to? Shit. Oh, that sucks. Okay, can I at least get it to get some sanity back? I at least want to see the boss. I at least want to see if it spawns. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do your thing. Three, two, one, mark. And no boss. June trading post. Sweet. All right, we're doing something else then. So there is work I can do. Thank you. Those monsters. Those monsters. Ahem, ahem, ahem. What is up, everyone? This is Soul with another video, and today we are not going to look at my buggy vision as I try to make guides. Instead, we're going to look at the June trading post. It's only a couple days left. There's the final surge going on. Make sure you buy stuff, free stuff before the new month, and let's take a look at what's going on, which is one of them two-headed dragon dude mounts as the monthly reward. Cool. It's been a while. In the burning heart of June's trading post, you'll find some hot new items to add to your collection. This month, you'll have an unquenchable thirst to add the Molten Chimera mount to your collection. Visit TM Dub for yada yada yada, and let's see what's going on. So we have a second mount here. We have a goat. One time a farmhand walked by without petting its goat. That's all it took for the goat to make it personal. Haha! So that's the second owner, huh? And he killed the previous one. All right. And we have what looks like a pretty meaty list of what's going on. But I think I want to take a look at like everything too. So like the cold flame. Oh, there's the cold flame Chimera too, right? So actually, no, I don't think I'll do like a full preview. I think we have a good idea what's going on. So Garlock is a pet that we've seen before. The colorful beach chair, that's something that we've seen before. It looks like there's going to be a blue version of this thing that we're going to get. That's kind of cool. That's very cool. And I believe this is another returnee, the Goblin Wave Shredder. I think that was the one that I bought when they first came out. Not bad, but pretty expensive. You could like this one really expensive. These are legacy prices though, which I hope that someday they like get discounted again in like the what's it called, the outlet. Yes. Armor appearances. We have the Cold Flame Battle Gear, a full ensemble, which looks like it is probably for plate users. That's what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the kind that is available for like everyone. Ooh, Molten Inferno Helm. So this one, I believe there's a shop item that gives a fell version of it. Glad I didn't buy it. So there's like a Ragnaros kind of version or a Deathwing version, whatever you want to call it. So that one's kind of cool. Let's see how much that one is. So Molten Infernal Helm. Don't worry, I'll get to it. That one's going for 300. The Gold Flame Battle Gear. So that's the whole thing, is going for 550. So it looks like there's so let me start from the top. Sorry about that. So we have the wraps and skirt and stuff. As you know, I haven't been a big fan of that, but like that's coming back, and at least they're going for pretty cheap. There is another mask, the whatever the hell kind of mask you want to call it, Ninja Troll mask, sure. The wraps are there. Shoulder capes, so that's another shoulder cape is going to be coming in, as well as the kind of cowl and the mask ensemble that's going to be coming in. There's the Infernal Helm. Arcano Storm Great Helm, that's going to be something different. So it looks like there's two versions of this gear that's going to be coming out. There's this one, and then it looks like there's going to be a red one of that as well. And then we got beach stuff. I think these are like returnees. With those legacy prices going for 650, that's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. Moving on to weapons. We have, you know, what looks like this kind of flaming spear, but it also looks like a brush, right? Still looks cool. Quenched in the sun forges of Silvermoon, the fury and radiance of the Sunwell courses through this blessed weapon. Not bad. We got a cool gun, which in some of these they look like recolors that have been adapted for the month, which is, you know, both cold and hot. Nice little contrast there. So I'm sure there's going to be like red versions of these as well, or, you know, fire versions. Yeah, you can see right here, and they're not very expensive either. 150, 200 for these sorts of things. So we have guns, we have daggers, we have an axe, and a polearm. So there's going to be a Void Storm version of this guy. Ooh, that's going to be kind of cool for those for you two-hand lovers. And then we have the mount. Cool. And that is it. This feels like a smaller month, actually. Maybe I'm tripping, but it feels like there are fewer items this month. I think I'm losing my mind, though. I think there's still like a pretty healthy set of appearances. Maybe I'm just not counting the number of items that are here. But I'm kind of a fan of this plate set here. I'm not a big shoulder person, but I do like the way these boots and gloves kind of sit. The helmet's pretty cool too, although that does feel kind of familiar. I think I might want to get the helmet though. The helmet's kind of cool, especially because it looks like it extends down to the neck as well. It's not just, hey, it's just like a thing. It almost looks like it changes the model of the head, although I haven't had experience with the shop item version of this, the green one. So I don't know what happens to like your character model head, although that is kind of cool. So what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be for this month, folks? Are you gonna spend or are you gonna save? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting that helmet, as well as some of the cheap stuff like the mask and the shoulder and headgear. And I think that's it. I think I'm gonna hold off on the rest, because now that we know for sure, it's been like triply confirmed that at some point there's going to be player housing stuff on the trading post. I know we kind of like figured that, but now it's just like super confirmed. I'm gonna try to save as much as I can, so that way when it does come out, I'll be able to buy like every single thing that ever comes out for all of eternity, and that's gonna be like my priority thing. So right now, I'm just trying to save up kind of a nest egg of tender, and then of course there's going to be, you know, there's likely going to be like a midnight pre-release or pre-order bonus of this much tender and what have you. So that'll be kind of cool too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy. Stay safe. And we're working. Let's go. All right. Seems kind of boring for you? Right on. That helmet's cool though. I'm most likely gonna pick that up. I've been pretty good on my tender balance these days. I think I have like 3,000-4,000 or something like that. Ever since the outlet came out, my interest in most things is just like dropped. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna wait till it's on the outlet, and then I'll pick stuff up. And even then, I'm gonna pick up stuff that I actually want. Okay, I think it's this one. You're gonna go for the goats? I know there's been a lot of there's been more than a bit of protest over there being too many mounts in the trading post. And because there's too many mounts in the trading post, there's not enough tender to buy every mount every time. So like people who do nothing but buy mounts, they're still kind of screwed. They just don't have enough tender. So it kind of sucks for them. You don't play 100 too much, but the blue gun looks sick. It did look sick. I'll be curious to see the fire-based one. Just feels way less interesting compared to the other likely upcoming items that we've seen. I think that's kind of Blizzard screwing themselves because of the data mining and stuff. Like, if we never saw those things, if they were all just encrypted, then we wouldn't be mad. Because, like, in your case, Honkit, and folks who have similar mindsets as you, there's already this kind of feeling of disappointment. It's like, oh, it's not the thing that I really wanted to see. You know? Darn. It's like, oh, or like for example, like this month, it's like, oh, the Ninja Turtle stuff, that showed up. Okay, that's cool. But it wasn't this. Oh, now I feel bad. So it kind of compounds. If we just didn't know these things, then at least we wouldn't be like, sure, we could still be like, I'm gonna save. Maybe something better will come along. But now it kind of like doubles up. It's like, oh, I wish we saw this other thing instead. Or seeing these things that I'm excited about makes me even less excited about these things that I'm seeing because it's not the thing that I am excited about. So it's a psychological trap that we easily get stuck in. It's not a bad thing, you know. Do what you want. All right. Okay, so that came out fine. Let's wrap this bitch up. I wish they would do better at making sure there were more weapon types each month, though. I mean, it's really whatever they, whatever they have ready, and you know, it's based on like these themes that they set up too. So that threatens to compel and also restrict the design to be like certain things. It's like, oh, we're not going to see it because that doesn't fit the right theme, sort of. Oop. I need intro still. Not that one. That one. I do feel bad sometimes when I don't need to spend as much thunder for better things in the future. Yeah, that's a good point too. Like sometimes things suck. You know, spend or save. Save, because I don't like anything. But then when the time comes, when it's like a big spend month, and it's like, oh shit. You see that a lot, right? People are like, oh crap, there's like hella stuff I'm gonna be blowing. And that's how it goes sometimes. All right, let's see. That is a quick one. Literally. I've kind of been sort of, but not sort of, keeping track of what's going on in the trading post. I'm just letting myself be a little bit surprised by what happens. One thing for sure though, when 1117 comes out and we start doing like the new Turbulent Time Wave stuff and BFA, instant hit them trench coats. Them trench coats. It could have been on the shop. It could have been in the trading post. It could have been a mythic Uber reward for a meta achievement. But no, it's just on the time walking render. So day one, BFA time walking. Do 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 do. Bloop. We'll just grab. Everyone's gonna be wearing trench coats for like at least like an hour or so. Okay, so where's that shop that I got? Let's turn that guy around. Raw. June. Like March? Bro. Nah, sorry. Sorry, Night Elf. It's not your time. This is a mount post, buddy. Alright. Swell. Let's get this guy up. I'm still getting used to having all the monitors like across like this. Like before I had it like higher. Like my second monitor was here and then the third monitor was on this side. Now it's it's still getting used to it. My wrist is like traveling the distance. Preview. No, okay, it is a full preview. I just don't have pictures. Try to posts. Wait. You saw the link? Yeah. Here we go. You know me. Gotta pounce on like the free content. All right. Let's. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Any June babies, by the way? Any June babies? I'm a June baby. All right. Ah. The post. Almost forgot that. That'd be rude. Stale processing, you son of a bitch. Fine. Let's see, we got a June 15th, we got a June 23rd. Nice. So 3 months to purchase this time. Yeah. So yeah, that's, I mean, there's the 2 versions of this and the GOAT, right? And then there's like some returny toys and what have you. The pull-on is pretty sick. I want to see. I didn't pull up the Void version of the one. I'm sure Wowhead has it somewhere. But it looked pretty cool. Looked pretty cool. All right. Cool. So this guy is good to go. And publish. And post. And then for the rest of you guys, there is the thing. There's the link. If you want to help out, click it, like it, watch another video right after it, and then do whatever you like. Allegedly, it helps the channel. So, July 3rd, right before Independence Day. Nice. I feel bad for folks who have like birthdays or whatnot that are really close to important holidays like Christmas and all that. Or even worse, if you have like a birthday who's like close to a sibling and then you both end up celebrating at the same time, and then it feels like you're getting less out of it. I'm sure not everyone feels that way, but I know people who do feel that way. And they make it known. I know it's not like an everyone thing. Ooh. Wait. I'll fix this on one condition. You have to come here. My mom wants me to fix the TV. And I'm telling her, you got to come in and hand me the phone. Mom. Here. Sorry. All right. Did you try restarting the phone? Did you restart the phone? Did you restart the phone? I'm going to restart it for you. Yeah. I was telling her, you gotta hand it to me on camera and say hi. She's like, fuck off, dude. All right, I've been missing squats. So let me do these right now. I think I owed 20 because I think Oni had me do them. So in case, I don't know if you're on Oni or not, I owe you like 20 squats. All right. Oof. No, she was like fix. No, it's more like fix the TV because they want to watch the Filipino channel, but they can only do it by streaming the TV service that they have over in Hawaii because they can't do it here. And I ain't gonna pay no like $50. Hell, I don't even have cable, so I'm not gonna get cable just so she can have her channel for like a week or two. No. I think that was 20. Yeah. It's probably 20. All right. Back to WoW. I think cable's dying out. Only the oldies use it. I agree, but at the same time, it's all just moving to this bullshit on with streaming services. Yeah, so it all just moved. It's like, hey, dude, you can get Disney Plus and Hulu and ESPN and blah, blah, blah for like this much. So at least you can suffer a month and then suffer without breaching contract. Yeah, there's that. It just sucks, though. I'm sure like the breaking point is different for different people. But you can be certain there's some that are like us, but I'm just going to go back to BitTorrent or whatever. Because, yeah, that's not sustainable, man. Yeah, I have Crunchyroll, and I have Netflix. We keep waffling about dropping Netflix. we picked up Disney Plus just for Andor, so we're probably going to drop it again. Because I mean, yeah. Okay, it's hot in here. It's hot in here. I need to get. Okay, I don't need to get keys. Yeah, I don't need to get keys. I will just do some delvies. It's typical because the idea was anything at any time, but honestly, if it's not sustainable and I have to pick a servitor to a month, I'm okay with that. Yeah, just kind of sucks. It's like, yo, I want to have everything at my fingertips. You know what I mean? Was Andor worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. It's a good show. I had fun. I think the biggest value that I get out of the streaming services right now is Crunchyroll, probably. That and Spotify, because I have it, you know, running usually on stream, and then I work a lot, so. Ooh. Okay, so what do I need to do? Do I need to pick this up? Forget. Yeah. Wasn't counting Spotify? See, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. It's so ubiquitous that it's just like part of life now. And we're doing squats. Sweet. Can I blow these up? No, I can't blow these up. So, how do I take those out again? Oh, I guess we'll find out when I log back in. No, before agreement was bad. Before there was no cooldown between squats, and so I would end up doing like 100 in like one go. I'm like, oh shit. Boom. Do they live with you with all the Netflix sharing? It's no, my family leeches, and every time I unsub and resub, I have to help log them back. Just don't tell them. That's the secret. Just don't tell them anything. Boom. I am pretty salty over the whole vision thing. It's like, what am I gonna do for the rest of the day then? Not stream, but the rest of the day. Oh, I might end up doing keys. But no, I don't want to do that. I'm not that desperate. Come on. I got them all right. Oh, wait, okay, do I have to? I need to have used the grapple thing at least once. Got it. Well, they ask when they can't log in. Just say you don't have Netflix anymore. That's it. Easy. So I'm telling you to lie to your family. That's... Would you dare? And if you tell, and if they say, well, how are you watching such and such, then just say that you're stealing it. What vision thing? My horrific visions are bugged. There's a boss that I can't summon, which is lame. Which boss? The boss, well, it seems to be a character specific thing, so it's not happening to everybody. But it's the one on the left side. You know, the big old god looking dude. Okay, they all are, but let's see. Yeah, I haven't done this vision in this story in a long time. Can I pull hella dudes? Oh, that's right. I'm using hammer spec. Ah, chaos. Worst part is that they use my Prime Video even without paying. That's monstrous, dude. What kind of family is that? An Asian family. No, it's a Bay Area family. You can't afford shit these days, man. You know what sucks is that you're left holding the bag. You know, you can't just be like, no, you pay for it, and then I'll get the password off you, jackass. Is the area you need to kill all the guys? No. I don't think there's no area you have to kill all the guys. It's just the 2 elites. Shinker family. Sheesh. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. Hell, historically, I would say you don't have to answer, Unky. You know, I would assume, Vietnamese or Chinese or what? It's not clear. Can't tell. I think Ebb is Vietnamese though. In Guild, I'm pretty. It sounds like Ebb is Vietnamese. Did I get him? Got him. All right, let's move on. Yeah, I swear, like these are like I actually would be kind of like happy if they gave us like horrific vision level difficulty as an optional thing. I know I would have fun. And everyone would suffer for it. But not me. And I'm okay with that. Fun law will call and be like, can you download the movie I want on your Plex? Yeah, pirating is bad. Hey. Now, I remember my mom would ask me for stuff like that too back in the day. These days, nah, I don't have the patience for it. Like, I do remember when I first got fiber internet. One of the first things I did is like, I'm going to download everything. And so I did. And then I got a letter from AT&T, from the AT&T, from the internet company, and be like, hey, we saw that you've downloaded the following things. And then they documented like all that stuff. I'm like, okay, no, this teaches me I should get a VPN. But even then I'm like, it's too much trouble. No, Ed talks. There were times where he would like talk, where it sounded like he would talk to his wife. I'd be like, "Yo, speaking up, stop sounding all happy, like you're in a happy marriage and shit." All right, I keep forgetting I'm damn hammer spec. Lightsmith is easy. Lightsmith, you just go, all passive. I like how there are no groups. They both got taken over by the Nemesis packs. That's why you love it, yeah. Not very effective for Visions though. Visions, I felt like I wanted to have like that certain level of control for bosses and mini bosses, because 30 seconds, 30 something seconds for hammers to throw down, it's pretty damn good. You can't deny that. I just tend to not keep track of the whole hammer thing. If anything, I just keep track of this. Yeah. Finish the fight and then DC me. Nope. Needs moved to Florida and just to avoid playing tech support for my brother. And Florida of all places. Ugh. But yeah, for my services, yeah, just Crunchy and Spotify, and that's about it. That's about it. I think when it comes to the music, at least Spotify, at least music streaming, like that seems to be like it's not like super shitty like TV is. TV sucks, or you know, like the cable services and stuff. That's lame. I forgot to do a roulette too. Shit. See, also happens when you stack them all. I'm gonna forget. Ooh, I like that. I love the contrast of everything. And that shoulder's just honking massive. Yikes. What do they find a way to stream certain bands on certain music services, making you have more than one? I don't quite see that. I mean, it's possible, but I think like people who are like the people who make movies and stuff, like those are all like, you know, bajillion-dollar companies and stuff. People who make music though, no, they want to get exposed. So like, if anything, you see those exclusivity deals with like podcasts and stuff. And for me, that has no value. Like having that be the value prop, it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. But I don't listen to podcasts really, unless it's a WoW podcast. Yeah. Well, I'm over I am 669. I'm also using my horrific vision spec, which I guess isn't all that different, although my stun resistance isn't helping much here. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just like, come on, where's my everything actually? I don't think I'm getting any, nope. Brand is not bugged. I'm just, oh, there we go. Now we have a thing. Now the things are proccing. Took a while. Isn't there a mod percent clearing requirement to spawn the boss, if the boss, even if it doesn't say it? No. You can focus entirely on like the specific elites and then they'll come out. Hey, Delver's Bounty. Nice. What a freebie. A small gesture for the bugged visions. But just that. Oh, wait. Oh, not the gold! Not worth it. I'm good. Wild Classic confirmed because we're going to get a WAD recolor in the trading post, copy him to the max. I think we've seen WAD recolors though, haven't we? No way we haven't. Alright, now for a real delve. That was the screenshot you're talking about. Oh man. How do I describe that? There's no good way to describe that. Yep. Hey, you managed to get through some heroic bosses. We did how many? Let's see. Vexy, Rick, Styx. That was it, right? Those three? Yeah, that's not bad. They should just give us the ability to dye armor, then they lose all their trading post items. No, they're gonna offer, you know what they're gonna offer? They're gonna offer dye in the trading post. Then what? Then what do you do, man? Monkey's Paw in full effect. Rescue scouts, okay. So I have to kill this guy. Yeah, so the die system is going to be like a new thing they do. New tech, they said. So how would that work? I wonder if they can make it so that, you know, some dies are infinite and other dies are not. You know, they're finite. But so far, they're, at least from the tooltips that I saw, they didn't, like, the system wasn't functional, but it did look like they were all finite dies. So it's like, uh-oh. I hope that they come up with like an infinite one, because I mean that'll help. But then that also means that also introduces dies in the shop. So Buzz will be like, oh, so I heard you wanted dies. Boo-boo. One more time. And you're dead. Whee! Oh. Yeah. Oh, just for you. Okay. I played a game that allowed dying to have a skill check, and if it failed, your armor would be neon orange or neon pink. That's hilarious. That's hella funny, actually. Now, it is odd that dying has to be like a skill that you need to be good at. Or else. I would totally rather pay someone to do it for me. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Shit. Well, I missed. You just did my first 5 mass run? Mass run. Oh, mask. Ah. Brilliant, Soul. Well, it must be nice. Can you feel the salt coming from me? Like, yo, I want to play too, man. No, come on. Come on. The wait was worth it to get this thing working right, or to get the spore bits to work right. They feel way stronger than they were in season 1 too. Boop, boop, boop. The thing active? Okay, bounty is active. During my 8 mask attempts, I was like trying all sorts of shit. Well, let me see if Infinite Stars does good. Nope. Actually, no, Infinite Stars didn't do that bad. The cool thing about Infinite Stars is that it doesn't miss. But neither do stat boosts, too. But I really like TD. It's like, it's cool. It's not reliable, but it's great when it happens. Oh yeah, hammer. Damn, I keep forgetting. Okay, that poison hurts a lot. Don't mess with the poison. Oh, I'm not doing a lot of damage at all. Damn. I guess that's the price paid for being hammer spec, is that when you're not throwing down the hammers, you sort of suck. That and I guess my procs aren't happening. Like, where's my pacifist rig? Where's the turrets and stuff? There's a TD, hey. Look at those people in guild finishing visions. Oh, I got a thing. Oscillating scrap cleaver. Okay, that one looks sick. I forgot that there was like a dark version of that one. Okay, that one looks cool. You have to have like 80% uptime on hammer. Wait, uptime? I don't quite get it. What do you mean by the uptime? Like, is it not that one? Not that one. So is it the Shake the Heavens thing? Yeah, because otherwise I don't know how to have it down longer. Can't stack a thing when you call down a hammer. Or is it that? Yeah, I don't know. So this thing. 80%? That's very high. Wow. So I would need to extend it by spamming everything. How goes the runs? I got I've been stopped, Lord, because of a bug. I can't finish them. So kind of a bummer. I do remember seeing on forums and some people here in chat, they've been talking about like things that they would try to do to get them to work, but yeah, I have not been successful. I mean, I might go back in to just like do a sanity check, but in the meantime, I prepped a normal guide for like just a basic run on another character, because at least I'm able to do it on another character. Still sucks though. Oh yeah, I didn't open everything, did I? There we go. And then that's it. Okay, so so I noticed that I didn't even expend the buff until I actually picked up the thing. So that's cool. Pretty easy on boss fights. Oh, you know, good point. Boss fights, standstill sorts of stuff. Here, let me practice that real quick. Yeah, because the big thing is just don't prioritize those builders and don't bother with anything else, really. No consecration, no Avenger shield, which is weird. Let's see if it works on the target dummies. So just spamming the stuff. Let's see, where's that buff at, actually? I don't know where it is. It might have went away already. No. Still throwing down hammers. I just don't know what it is called. Okay, how about I just look at it? Genius. Shake the heavens, okay. So what does it proc off? It procs off of... Oh, and Hammer of Wrath. Okay. And then I get more during that. Alright. So let's try this again. So... Pop the thing, hammer. I need like a tracker for it because I'm not going to remember. Hit it again. Oh, there was another talent that I did not pick up. Here, I'm going to take a look at that in a second. Yeah, it kind of sucks that I, let's see. Yeah. We'll fight it. Okay, now it went away. Or now it's going away. Okay, so there is not that one. This one. Calling down a hammer has a chance to reset Hammer of Wrath. So I think that would be the one that I'd want to use. Maybe. Because, like, if I hit that. Okay, so there's a sanctification. 3, 4. How high does it go? Oh, okay, so it has a separate cooldown for the thing. So it only goes up by 3. Let's try this one instead. Only problem I have is your hammer resets don't add the shake the heaven buff. It just resets the timer back to full. Oh, okay. Alright, again. No, I get that. How it doesn't apply like that. Oh, is it gonna fall off? Oh, come on, bitch! And then hit again, and go. How long does this thing last when I have the super hammer proc? Like, does it go away? You know, I'm gonna wait. That. Okay, it eventually went away. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help with my damage and visions though. What I need, though, is more haste. Baby. I mean, this is a lot of hammers that's going down. So I don't think it'll be really worth it for me to like hold the hammer. I'm just gonna hit it as soon as it's like available. Yeah, that's right. It is easy to keep up. Can I make this faster? How do I make the maintenance easier? Trying to think. There's only so much haste I can do. Can burst like 4 million. That's pretty good. Alright. What else might I want to like tweak with here? I might switch from that to this one. And I think that's it. I think that's all for my options. Trying to one button this? Of course I can one button it. Well, I know that this one hasn't been very effective for me. Yeah. Well, yeah, undecided. You know, I'll just try it. How about that, buddy? It'll give me a chance to take a look and see if the vision's still bugged or not. Or if my vision is still bugged. Let's try to reset all instances and see if that does anything. You never know. How long would it take me to gear up a new character? So I can try and do an 8 mask vision on someone else? No way, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't happening, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, go. Go time, I think? Yeah, go time. Oh, I should upgrade these veteran trinket. Yeah. I guess I'm going this way. Two, one, mark. Let's see. Fine. Oh no, he's resetting. No, Gavin, why? It's kind of a weird thing. Like, you can actually reset Gammon. It's a little goofy like that. What's up, for real? And what's up, Boomer? Nope. I'm busy. Oh, shit. Damn it. Yeah. How's some damage on that? Hammers? Nah, judgment still. Which I think is normal. Five more things. I'll pull. Ah. Oh shit. Oh crap. You got both the void mounts? Nice. I just got the bike, and like that was it. 10 seconds. Three, two, one, mark. Ow. Oh no. $19 dudes left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hammer. Gonna get the bite next week. Cool. I mean, thankfully it's not, you know, difficult to get. It's just, do you want it? You know? Oh, crap. Really? Damn it. This is the worst case scenario. Shit. Yeah. Triple, what's it called? Triple Dominator? Yeah, you're just done. And I didn't even have my bubble available. Lame. That's the second time since the revisit that I've pulled that pack. Well, I never, I try to avoid that pack. Thunder, say what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off the mask. I'm just doing a quick check anyway. It's not like there's nothing else I can really get from Visions right now. That's the pack that guards the Void Steel bar you need for the JC mount, but you only need 4. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not like you have to do it at a high level, though, right? You only need 1 mask, I think. So just turn it off. Yeah, just 1, so. Just IPF, yeah. Right. Oh, let's see what mobs actually follow me in. Ah. Any boss? Boss? Yoo-hoo. Nope, no boss. No boss, no future, no happiness. Ah. Oh, totems. Totems in my valley of whatever this is called. Rawr. Rawr. Actually, where's Gaira? There you are. Do you do anything? Nope, you don't do anything. Do. Well, no cooldowns for this one, unfortunately. No, I don't kill. I tend to not kill that pack. Like it's just after you kill the elites. That's the trigger that gets them to come out. I'm out of combat, so everything else is dead. So I'm fucked. Lame. Damn. Try killing the mini boss from the section before. I guess I'll just try clearing the whole thing. Or clearing the rest of it. Might as well try stuff, you know? See, creator, guildmate, he's not bugged out. See? Privilege goes both ways sometimes. Next. Actually, let's wander. Or let me try going back here. Does this make any difference? Oh, there's hella mobs here. Hella weak mobs, too. So I can get, like, some good, maybe some good count from that. Maybe. Maybe. One time my priest gripped me into a stunned void zone for me to use IVF. Nice. So far, the org season has been annoying, but the thing I've been getting salty on the most is the camera view constantly changing due to buildings. Practice will help with that. You know, you'll find positioning that you favor. That'll help out. Oh, I didn't get it, damn. She's saying Alliance is superior? It's more conquerable. Well organized. Easy to identify important buildings. Nah, not really. I get lost in there too. Like, I admit, I'm feeling deflated right now. I'm like, oh, I want to play. I can't play the way I want to. Oh wait, actually I go for this little pack here. I still find this funny that they added a pack here. Like, all of a sudden. That doesn't help. Yay. Ah, wrong way. Okay, this way. Buddy. The shortcut is up if the rare boss spawns over there. Oh, is that it? Oh. So, okay, so that doesn't appear all the time. Got it. So is it just like by chance, Kane? Because I thought it was like a hot fix. I'm like, oh, they detected what I was doing, and like they took it away. Okay, cool. Damn, sorry, buddy. You Sheesh. My hammer like disintegrated him into a fine powder or something. Well, that's all of them, right? That's all. Well, okay, it's not all of them because freaking that. So I'm gonna try going there, just in case. Oh, they do eventually leash. They just take a really long time. Ooh, maybe next time I'll try killing them in a different order. Hey. See if that does anything. I'll go kill the boss though. Oh, is that right? If you stand under the floating pyramid things? Oh, is that? I did not know that. That's a new one. So like this shit here? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, cool. That'll be something for the advanced guide. Yeah. I'll have to try it too. Maybe on the next one I'll try it. Meanwhile, let's go finish this thing off and see if it does anything. Oh, I feel so slow now. Navigating through here. Oh, because of the desync. That's right. That's right. All right. Now, what I would do, Kane, I would bubble. So I don't take the extra hit. So I would bubble through one hit, so I don't take the extra one. Or I would have to try to avoid the extra one. All right. Let's see if that changes anything. Somehow doubt it. I think if that worked, people would have brought it up already. So I think the other thing I'll do, I will kill the bosses in a different order. So I'm still going to leave the masks off. I'm just going to jump right in, see what I can do. I'll just kill these guys. Shamans still suck. Forever. Same thing happened last week. Your demon hunter had dwarven district objective stuck and you couldn't do shit. Yeah, I was hearing about that too. I was like, ooh, that sucks. But I had, since it wasn't happening to me, there's nothing I could really look into. So here I am. But one. Oh yeah, all these guys are coming now. Oh god, Dominators. Ah. Alright, the best part is that I can experiment. I can like screw around and see what works. So I'll try the pillar here. Okay, so yeah, so that didn't seem to, so it didn't even seem to fire off at all. So what if I go inside? Does that change anything? Sean. Yeah. Oh, he's fighting Gara. Oh. Okay, let me at least... Raw. Ooh, that sucked. Ooh, that sucked too. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. Yeah, so just fight on here. That's goofy. Where else can I go? Let's try here. Wow. Okay, well that does work. Wait, how do I get a 30 sanity hit? Oh, that's that was the throw. Okay, yeah, never mind. All right, let's go here. What? What if I line of sight it? What if I just run away from his ass? Nope, it's the kind of behavior that demands line of sight first, then he does it. Okay. Right. The bonus objective for Valley Wisdom still shows you 100% for enemy count. Oh, did that show up as soon as I came in here? Was that it? Or is that part of the bug? I never really paid attention to that. Okay. So let's leave and go back again. So I'm stuck in. Okay, you know, that makes sense. Oh, it doesn't make sense, but I get what you're saying. And I can't just right click and abandon. It's like a weird phasing thing. I guess it's weird because it's like persistent. So like if I leave and come back, like the instance resets, but this objective does not. This is like somehow locked. So I guess I get it when someone suggests, "Hey, party up," and then do this thing with a friend, have them complete it. Anyone want to try it? Like, I will party with them. They'll be the party lead, and then we'll see what happens when we walk in here. Any volunteers? Because I want to play video games, man. I want to get this 8 thing done. And it's hot. He used to live in visions. Nice. Yeah, the other extreme thing I can do is just try to progress. Just try to progress a new character. That would be insane. No way I could pull that off. All right. So let's think. Have I seen this happen before, and what could I do about it? Not much. Nothing I'd be able to do on my own. Let's see. Okay, so looking at this thread here. Ticket? No. At least some people were able to resolve it by having a 2-man party going. You know, someone who's not bugged is the leader, and then they just go in and do the objective, and then that will do it. Go, go, go. So pretty much as soon as I walk in there, I will see the bug. So, boop. You. Rah. Yeah, so now I'm seeing that. Okay. Anyone in guild? Nope, no one's in guild. Fuck. I don't know if I have any 80s on my other account. I don't think I leveled them up yet. Did I? Wait, I can look, idiot. Nope. Fuck. Alright. Oh, I just want to do the I just need to do the objective, so I'll take anybody. We just need to go in, do one boss, and leave. That's it. So, in the meantime, I'll twiddle my thumbs. No, I will subject myself to cleaning my inventory. I like myself? No, it's just some stupid bug. Meantime, let me get rid of stuff. Two-hander. Okay, I'll keep that. I'm just like so... I'm so full of stuff. Yeah. That can go, that can go, that can go. $16 slots. Sad, but good for now. Oh, I know what I can do. There's like all these damn birds. Or pets, sorry. So like... that can go, that can go. I thought there were more. Maybe I've been doing a good job of getting rid... Oh, actually this one. I can go too. Alright. Wrong thing. So... that one. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Just go ahead and invite me. And then the rest, put in the bank. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, yeah. No, it's all good, Kane. I got a guildmate to come with me. Thank you, though, man. Appreciate it. What masks? None. Doesn't need to be any. We're going in a pretty straight line, just to the Guerra place. Ooh, it's my first time doing a vision with someone else. Ooh. Double tank. Oh, shit. Yeah, sure, we'll kill this guy real quick. Alright, moment of truth, baby. Come on, big money. And I'm fucked. Damn it. Let's clear the place anyway real quick. See if anything happens to happen. But I think we're fucked. Or I think I'm fucked. Oh, I still got thrown. Weak. Maybe I wasn't standing in the right spot. Yeah. Oh, you know, I feel what I would feel really bad about is if I screwed your character over now too. Oh, fuck. I didn't really think of that. Yeah. Shit. Oh, no. Wait, there he is. Oh, let's fucking get him. Yeah. All right, we're not gonna do all the bosses. We'll just go to Thrall and finish him off. Yeah, let's just go back to Thrall. Finish the fight. Ah. Yeah, so the hope is that now that I've completed it with someone's help, now I can do it. Anyone else on? Map. Whoops. All right. Thanks, Falcor. We'll see if this works out. Yay, crests! Woo woo! All right. Ooh, I only got 7 minutes left on stream too. Yeah, I wanted to go out and get. There's some mail that was delivered to me. Ooh. All right. Thanks again, dude. And let's see what happens real quick. What would really be distressing is if I go in and it's like, hey, cool, it's fixed, yay. And then I leave, I come back, and then it's broken again. Then I'll be like, wow, I'm so sad. Hey, Sean, thank you, dude. Big fan of YouTube. Keep up the great work. Excited for WoW housing. Hell yeah, dude. Trading post article today. Cool. Prefer the housing article, though. People want to learn, or I am people. I want to learn. You know, what's gonna be up with neighborhoods? That's the big one. Because I was sharing the other day or the other week, I'm kind of a skeptic on neighborhoods. We know very, very little about it. And those are the things that are going to be like the way that WoW tries to make itself feel unique with housing. And it might suck. My hope is that even if it does like not land very well, that the bones of housing will still be intact for the most part. And it looks like it is. Even if neighborhoods like suck. And I don't want them to suck. I want them to be like good. But if the whole neighborhood system isn't great, I'm hoping that we can at least still like be cool with our house, and the feedback that Blizzard gets from that, from neighborhood sucking, is okay, we'll just go for like individual housing instead. That's what players want. Cool, we'll go with that. All right, what do we see? Come on. I see nothing. Actually, that's a good thing. That might Oh. Yeah. Map. So I think I'll focus on putting out the beginner's guide first, and then I'll do the 5-mask guide a little bit later. More people, I think, will take advantage of the beginner guide than the 5-mask thing. So we got it. I think we're good for now. So I'm gonna end this clean. I don't want to end in the middle of a weird spot, like, you know, log out or whatever. I just want to make sure I complete the objective, as I always do. And as insurance, I'll knock out Thrall 2. Thrall's like, no, why? And I'm like, I need to make sure this shit works right. He's like, oh, help me. Yeah. And if there's it's multitudes causing the air, too many mobs or something breaking the boss spawn. I don't know. Because yesterday I was doing attempts like all day. Again and again and again and again. So I wouldn't be able to really help add new information to what could be causing it. But I'm sure those other people, like, they weren't doing anything weird either. But yay. All right. I think I bought everything too. So if anything, I might be able to like... No, there's not much I can't just like buy stuff. Yeah. So, bummer. Yes, like I bought all this. The mount, the backpack stuff. I got all these things. I guess I can get like the rest of the appearances. Things that I just don't happen to have yet. But that's about it. Had to do with full quest logs or something? I do have a lot of quests, but not... I don't think my log is full, so... I guess just in case, I'll turn in the some of these quests that I've had, that I've been sitting on. Like, look at all that crap. Hey, look. Delve keys anyway. I don't think there's anything else I could buy from here, right? I think I got everything that I could get. I get the... Yeah, I got the pets. Got the ensembles I care about. I'm good to go there. And I think I got everything from this guy too. All the stuff for the gob trotter thing. All right. So I'm going to head out. I have some quick errands to run. And then I'm going to and see if I can polish up the beginner's guide for horrific visions. And then do the... I guess I'll reshoot the 5 mask. Or I'll add to the 5 mask, I suppose, because I don't want... Yeah, might as well. And then I'll work on 8s. Yay! So I'm going to head out. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see y'all for the next thing. Until then.